Alright guys, so I wanted to thank you all for 1,000 subs. It has been quite an adventure. This is just going to be a general Q&A video and a thank you video to all of the subscribers and regular viewers. Yeah, I can't thank everybody enough. I really do appreciate it. I started back up YouTubing back in November. I had previously taken a very large hiatus after my divorce back in, like, well, not divorce, but more like fallout of my divorce. But long story short, I'm back after 5 years, and in November up to now, it has just been nothing but positivity and been really good. I'll give a shout out to several people such as like Rado-kun and A0, of course, and G-Money. There's so many people just saying, like, I gotta bring up a list of all of the people. Like, there's a ton of questions in here from a lot of people. There's tons of people in the Discord server. Spiritual Nav, King of Games, TVG, freaking Fish, James the Catboy, King Hitman, of course. And I mean, there's so many people. I can't name everyone. I want to name you all off. I really could. Gen X. It's just there's so many people that I could name it just off of my Discord alone. But my point is, I appreciate all of you. You're all amazing. You're all awesome. And just keep watching. You know, I'm gonna keep trying to up my content. I'm gonna keep trying to make things better. And I hope you do enjoy it. But let's get down to the Q&A and just start answering the questions. Now, I haven't read all of them. There isn't that many questions, in all honesty, and that's fine. This is only 1,000 subs. I have a few dedicated followers, and I appreciate you all, and I just wanted to emphasize that in this video. But the first question is, favorite Dragon Ball movie from Forrester. Forrester's also a very long-time viewer at this point from the last several months, and I appreciate you, dude. Thank you for constantly watching everything. Favorite Dragon Ball movie. So this one's a hard one. It really is. I've had tons of conversations about this before. And at the end of the day, I think it really comes down to probably more nostalgia than anything. But I would have to say probably the Z Broly movie. The Z Broly movie just hit different, especially back then. But it just hit all the cues. And I specifically mean, like, the dubbed American version. That's the version I like. I'm American. I don't like to say I'm American, but I am American. I am the whitest white boy you could possibly know. And I grew up in the 90s, and that's just that movie just encompasses everything that was back then, and how Dragon Ball Z was. It's just what I grew up with. It's what I love. If you had to force me down to take it down to the point of where it was Japanese, like subtitles, then my favorite movie is now the new superhero movie, the Dragon Ball superhero movie. That is my new favorite Dragon Ball movie, 100%. I love that movie. I think it brings back a lot of old vibes of Dragon Ball that I just didn't get out of the Broly Super movie. I like the Super Broly movie, but it was more fight scenes than anything. And with superhero, it felt more like at home to me. So, not to say I don't like any of the other movies, but those two specifically are the ones of my favorites. A runner-up would probably be like Cooler's Revenge, the first Cooler movie. That would definitely be a big runner-up, dub or sub. Let's go on to the next question. TJ, dude, you've also been watching and following for quite a long time, and I appreciate you. But let's see, what's the question here? The question is, what made you want to show YouTube? And if that's already asked, what's your favorite team and unit? What made you want to show YouTube? Well, I think you mean what made me want to do YouTube. Honestly, back then, back when I first started YouTubing, it was just kind of more of like a spur of the moment. If you actually go down my list of videos, you'll see some old footage of me on camera, and I did a couple Q&As with a buddy. We were planning to make everything like a video game YouTube channel, which is why I do now have a separate gaming channel that I just started up with in the last couple weeks. And I want to return to that a little bit, but separate from this. I know everyone on here pretty much watches me for Dokkan content. I like to regularly remind people, though, that I am not precisely just a Dokkan tuber. It's just what's working right now. And that's where the majority of Dragon Ball, actual new Dragon Ball content is at. Let's be real here. You either got Dokkan Battle or you got Xenoverse 2. Those are the primary sources of new new Dragon Ball content in general. There is no other fresh content for Dragon Ball. That's just honestly how it is. So when I say why did I want to hop on YouTube, I just wanted to discuss my opinions. That's it. I just wanted to outlet my opinions and my personality on things. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. I don't know. It seems like a fun thing to do. I love video editing. I like creating things in general. I get bored very easily, so I like to mix and match things. If you haven't noticed, a lot of my layout schemes have changed a lot constantly. I get bored easily, and I like to create these things, and it makes it super easy for me to do when you're creating videos. And when I have limited amounts of things that I can use, like I don't have all-star crazy programs or anything like that. But yeah, I just like to make content. That's all it is. I like to just be me. I hope to meet like-minded people and just kind of enjoy each other's company. But yeah. And as far as the other part of your question, your favorite team and unit. Now that one's a tough one. I get asked this quite a bit in general, but I would have to say, fudge, my favorite team, huh? So as of recently, we've started to get into Earth-Raised Warriors, and I'd have to say that is my new favorite team to run is Earth-Raised Warriors, and probably Superheroes. That would probably be my two favorite teams. It's hard for me to narrow down to one, but yeah, definitely Earth-Raised Warriors, mostly because with Earth-Raised Warriors, I can bring in a large percentage of the game that wasn't playable before, primarily Dragon Ball characters. And it's such a divided category, but it's a large majority of units, and they're just really fun to use, like the Bulma on the screen, like the 23rd World Tournament Goku, the Path to Power Kid Goku, all of the Piccolos, Bulmas. You could constantly go down this list, but it's definitely one of my favorites for sure. And Superheroes is just fun and broken. But those would definitely be my two favorite teams. As far as my favorite unit goes, I'll be real, I'd have to say it's Path to Power Kid Goku at this point. The dude has the animations, he's got the actives, he's got the support, he's got the damage, he's got everything. And my favorite part of Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball itself. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and I didn't watch Dragon Ball until later, but I fell in love with Dragon Ball even more on a different level while getting into Dragon Ball specifically. I'm more knowledgeable in Z than Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball is definitely still my favorite. For sure. 100%. So Path to Power Kid Goku would definitely be my favorite unit. Alright, let's move on to the third question. Which Kamehameha category unit do you like most from True UI? True UI is a newer kind of sub. I appreciate you, dude. You're awesome. So far, you've already been very into all of the streams and talking and commenting, and I appreciate that because that's what I want to see. I want to see all of that from everyone. But my favorite Kamehameha unit. So, kind of a hard one in all honesty, because there's a lot of Kamehameha units, and when I think of a Kamehameha unit, I don't always immediately think, hey, which one of these has the best looking Kamehameha wave, the Turtle Destruction Beam. But my favorite Kamehameha unit, as far as to use, if we were going by animations or just like anything else of the above, it'd be different. But I'd have to say my favorite Kamehameha unit, honestly, would have to probably be Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Like, just overall, he's a fun unit to use. And by Super Saiyan 2 Goku, I mean the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 3. That's probably my most favorite unit to use, as far as the Kamehameha category goes. Honestly, a lot of the Kamehameha units, I don't know. A lot of them aren't usable, super usable. It's a good category. I love all the animations for all of the units. I could just say Path to Power Kid Goku again, because that is my favorite unit, and he is a Kamehameha unit. But honestly, I love so many of the Kamehameha units. As far as like animations-wise and all of the above, it really, I think it is just Super Saiyan 2 Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 3. I'm also a big Super Saiyan 3 fan, so that kind of goes into it. I'd say a runner-up of my favorite might even be a weird one to some people. Probably, goodness. Yeah, just thinking about it, it's really hard to think of which Kamehameha unit is my favorite. It honestly might be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as a runner-up. He's just satisfying to watch him do the Big Bang Kamehameha. The Big Bang Kamehameha, it takes me, dude. It just takes me away. That, and probably as a third or second place one, would be the LR Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Gohan. The tech one that has the active Kamehameha. I love that unit, man. The animations are prime. Not a very good unit, but they're prime. Moving on to the next question. By G Money. Dude, thank you for your comment. You're always popping up in the Discord channel. You're always popping up on comments. I know you're doing the views. I appreciate you, dude. You're awesome. Thank you. What's your favorite hypothetical fusion? Okay, we'll start with that one. It looks like he's got a lot of questions. I appreciate you, dude. I knew there wasn't going to be a lot of questions in here in general. So my favorite hypothetical fusion. I mean, y'all can judge me all you want. I'm fine with the judgment. My favorite hypothetical is definitely Chi-Chi and Bulma. The Chi Bull or Bulchi, whichever one you want to go through. That's my favorite one, and I'm not going to discuss the reasons as to why, but it is definitely one of my favorites. Do you watch anything besides Dragon Ball? I watch a lot of things. I am a very big anime fan in general. I'm a general fan of nerd culture of any form. I mean, I'm not huge anymore. Like, it takes a lot of time and effort for me to watch a lot of stuff. Like, I haven't watched all of One Piece, but I have watched nearly all of Naruto, and I've watched nearly all of Bleach. I'm almost finished with Fairy Tail right now. I have a lot of favorite side animes that I absolutely love, like Outlaw Star and Rurouni Kenshin. Gurren Lagann is definitely one of my favorite animes of all time, actually. If you had to put in like a top 5 of anime series, Gurren Lagann and Dragon Ball and Trigun, those would be some of the top 5. And as just an offshoot, one of my favorite animes that a lot of people haven't heard about, and it came out in like, I think it was like mid 2000s, like 2009 or 10. It's called Barakamon. It's a calligraphy anime based on the manga, and it's just a really sweet home-telling show. I have a very wide variety of what I do enjoy.
So, I mean, I couldn't answer your question on do you watch anything besides. The answer is yes. I love Spider-Man. I love Batman. I love general TV shows. I couldn't answer the question properly. I really couldn't. I need to narrow down those results. If so, what is your opinion on it? Well, I gave most of my opinions on those. Definitely one of my favorite. I will say though, like backtracking a little. If you haven't watched Rurouni Kenshin, ignore the creator drama, but I love that show. I love that show. I love Gurren Lagann, the hype that I get from those characters. Yes, a lot of these are just shonen kind of animes. They're just shonen based mostly. You know, they're all for boys. They're for teenagers, and you know that's kind of just how I grew up on anime. I watched a lot of shonen, but Gurren Lagann is definitely one of those animes that I would also love to encompass into a lot of my content if I could. But what is your favorite move or key attack from the Dragon Ball franchise? Favorite move or key attack? I mean, obviously Kamehameha Wave. That's probably a more generic answer than most people probably would have wanted. But definitely the Kamehameha Wave is one of my most favorite. Otherwise, I mean, as far as a move goes, I would love to be able to multi-form or just fly in general. Those are definitely some of my favorites. Let's see here. What else? Honestly, Big Bang Attack and Final Flash, I added those. If I had to rank like abilities, I would have to say the Turtle Destruction Wave, Kamehameha, Final Flash, and definitely Instant Transmission, of course. But there's a lot of techniques in Dragon Ball that I don't think I could get into. The After Image technique is hecka fun. Honestly, if I actually was a fighter, I would probably love to use the After Image. It would be the funniest thing to use all the time. I would spam the crap out of that. I'd probably get punished hard for it, but I would love to just spam the crap out of that. It was such a fun technique. Another reason to watch Dragon Ball is they have a lot of more fun and interesting and weird techniques rather than just kind of key-based ones that are all just kind of flashy and showy. But definitely one of my favorite moments in the series is Vegeta's final flash against Cell. He doesn't kill him, but that moment's pretty top tier for me. And do you think you will ever go to Japan? I probably won't. I want to. I would love to. But I probably would say, if I'm being realistic, probably not. If somebody gave me tickets and I could take 2 weeks off of work and I had a translator and I had a buddy to go with or someone to go with, yeah, I would 100% go as long as I had a translator. I actually took Japanese classes in high school as a secondary language. I don't retain a lot of it, but the one thing I was told if I ever go to Japan is to have a translator with you. It doesn't matter if it costs you a fortune, but bring a translator. It will save you so much trouble and it will get you so much farther. But yeah. So I think that's all for those questions. Thank you, G-Money. That was very appreciated. That's a lot of questions. Let's see here. Oh, looks like we hit the somewhat end of the... Hold on. Let me... We're not at the end. I just need to increase the size here because... limitations. Alright. So, now we will move on. Oop, no. I'm just messing things up now. So just saying, my bro, just saying to Joe saying. I love we have that play on that exact term. He started up his channel before me, just saying. just saying. Great YouTuber, make sure you go and follow him. He responds quite a bit to people. I would love to do a collab with him. If you're watching this, bro, I would love to do a collab with you anytime. I think that'd be the most hilarious video title ever. Joe saying and Just saying collab video for whatever reason, or we do a race. I don't care. That'd be the most hilarious thing ever. But favorite fruit, watermelon is the correct answer. Well, if you're telling me watermelon, then I suppose I have to answer watermelon. But if I could choose any other fruit other than watermelon, which I don't... Is watermelon classified as a fruit? I suppose it is classified as a fruit. If I had to pick any other fruit, it would probably be strawberries. I love strawberries. You can't go wrong with a strawberry. You really cannot. You definitely can't go wrong with that. You know what? No, I'm taking it back. You can take your watermelon answer back, and I'm sorry. You can be mad at me. Everyone can be mad at me for this, but I love pineapple. Yes, I know it. It eats away at your mouth. I know it technically is eroding everything. But it's good for you in small amounts. I love pineapple. Pineapple's amazing. I just wish I could eat more of it. But let's move on to another question. Or you know, this thing will just, I'll just have to keep moving it up. Alright, Scythe is the next one. Dude, my bro, Scythe. This dude has been hanging around for quite some time now. I think at least since I joined Radokun's stream that one day. I think he would be one of the primary people that came over and started talking a lot. I appreciate you, dude. You are one of the few select people that pop up on stream every single time that I stream. And I appreciate you greatly, my dude. I hope you know that. So when Dragon Ball shuts down... Hold on a sec here. This song's, like, really loud. Yeah, there we go. We'll lower it down a little bit with that. Turn it down just a smidge. So, when Dragon Ball shuts down, Dokkan, will you get in on the day one of whatever game replaces it? Assuming it's really good, of course, and try and build a channel with that game. Pretty broad topic, sorry. So, this has been brought up a couple times as well. If Dokkan shuts down, that's fine. Like I said in the past, I am a Dragon Ball YouTuber, and honestly, the first thing I'm probably gonna do is go hop on Dragon Ball FighterZ or Xenoverse or whatever the newest Dragon Ball game comes out. Because let's be real here, Dokkan's gonna be going for the next 2 years, and by the time that happens, I'm definitely gonna be still playing whatever other Dragon Ball games are out. If it wasn't for the fact that Shushei is a very toxic company and loves to attack content creators here in America because we have different laws than them, I would be constantly spamming anime of Dragon Ball. I'd be spamming the manga of Dragon Ball. I'd be posting reviews every 5 seconds, read-alongs. I'd be doing tons of things. In all honesty, if I didn't have to make Dokkan content, I would have so much extra free time to make videos for other video games of Dragon Ball, or just other Dragon Ball content in general. I would have so much more time. If I didn't have a day job, I would have so much more time. And that's honestly the real reason I don't have more content on the channel. It's just that I just have a lot of extra time. I have a 40+ hour week every week of work to do, so... the answer is yes, I would keep going, and I would build the channel more so with Dragon Ball, and just keep moving along. Now, if I revamp that question to would I go to Dokkan 2? That's a tough question. I like Dokkan, but I'll be real with everybody right now, just to a slight degree. If I wasn't so invested into Dokkan at this point, I probably wouldn't have continued it. I did hit a certain point where I spent a lot of money on the game, and I had a real big epiphany of, do I continue playing this, or do I drop it? The answer came down to YouTube, and it came down to content creation, and it came down to, I'm just going to keep pushing it. So, if Dokkan 1 ever goes shut down and they make Dokkan 2, that Dokkan 2 will be straight up free to play, and that would be it. But moving on to the next question. which I cannot scroll up, so we gotta resize the video, the window. All right, so this is the last question, and it's already asked the question, but that's fine. I appreciate you all. So True UI again. If you could design any unit, what is one mechanic they will all have? Dang, what is one mechanic they will all have, huh? I would honestly have to say a power-up state. So my thought process is that an easy way you could make units better is by making literally... Because what's the standard thing every freaking Dragon Ball episode... Not every Dragon Ball episode, but every Dragon Ball Z episode, every Dragon Ball Super, every Dragon Ball GT, every Heroes episode. What is the standard one thing every bloody person does? They power up. They charge up. It doesn't matter if they don't have a transformation or not. They still, boom, power up. They raise their ki. I would make a mechanic that you could raise the power level of your unit for a certain amount of time, and the power level increase could it could turn your 1-turn defense increase to stacking defense. It could turn your 25% crit into a 50% crit. It could turn your defense stat from 5,000 defense to 10,000 defense. Whatever it may be, the point is a power-up state mechanic that can be turn limited for all I care. It would change the game for the better. It would just make units more usable and diverse. Not a transformation mechanic, a power-up mechanic, like literally a key charging up. If they had a key charge type of mechanic, like in JRPGs where there's a weight function and you can collect battle power or a stat to increase so you can use more attacks, that's what I'm talking about. So I think that would be a pretty darn good mechanic to throw into the game for sure, and that would help out a lot of units and possibly fix some units too. But anyways, so that's actually it for the questions. I did not get a lot of questions. I got a couple. I appreciate True UI and Scythe, G Money, Just Saying, TJ, and Ray. I appreciate you all. You're all awesome for posting all of those questions. Since there's no other questions, I will just go ahead and post and say that I am going to start streaming solely on specific dates. Mostly because I absolutely need to. I need to start getting things down to the point. Like, let me get real here at the end of this a little bit. But I need to get real for a second here. So I absolutely need to start making things a solid timeline. And this coming week I will be coming out with a actual guideline of when I'll be streaming and what I'll be doing, and even some things of when I'll be posting. It needs to start coming down to that because the algorithm doesn't like it when it's sporadic. That's the truth. And at the end of the day, I just want to keep getting better, getting more subs, getting more views, getting more watch time. I want that all to go up. I also want to make sure that everybody's still entertained. So if there ever comes a point where I hit a wall and it's just not going further, if it ever comes to a point where I'm no longer providing good enough content for people, I just couldn't keep myself to keep going. So I want to make sure that I have a solid lineup and a plan to go forward. And moving forward, I would ask that everybody goes and views my gaming channel, which is Joe Saying Playin'. Let me see if I can lower this right down. There it is. So that is the name of the other content channel that I have. It's very similar. It's not too different. It's pretty much the exact same. It's got the same avatar. It's got the same banner. I will eventually change it once I get the chance. I do have banners going out, or commissions for a banner to change my current one. coming to diverse the two. I don't have a lot of videos as of current right now, but hold on a sec here. I'm trying to increase this window. All of these images are in the way. No, not you. You stay. But so yeah, Joe Saiyan Playing is the name of my gaming channel. So please go take a look at that, as that will be the source of where I will be making future-esque content of gaming specifically. I always have it showing off my other one. Mostly as of right now, it is primarily Street Fighter content. So do please go take a look at that. I do usually stream as often as I can. On this one, I will be just streaming, like streaming, just randomly. I'll either be streaming on here just for the fun of it while I'm playing games on the side when I haven't been making content. And if not there, then I will be over here on Kick as well. Kick will be being experimented with in the future. Kick is definitely going to take over Twitch at some point, and that is going to be the end line goal. But yeah, do go take a look at this extra account of mine on the side for any additional content if you are comfortable and enjoy my character, me, myself. But anyways, I think that's going to be pretty much the end of the video. Once again, I just want to thank as everyone. I really do. I really need to thank everyone. A0, my boy. I gotta thank King Hitman. I gotta thank Celtic Link. I gotta thank Brosif and Dark Link. Dark Link, my dude, my man. I hope he got that Zelda game. Dark Link, Fish Person, Jinx, James the Cat Boy, Radokun. Dude, Radokun, I hope you come back to YouTube soon, my dude. You're an awesome dude. We all miss you. All of your viewers that are just kind of chilling on some of my videos are waiting for you to come back, man. They're waiting for you. Scythe, my dude, Scythe, dude, Scythe. And of course, everyone that made comments: G Money, True UI, TJ, Jamens, Scythe again, True UI. I appreciate all of you. I do. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate even the new people that I haven't talked to before. Ashen Games, dude, you're awesome. Thank you for commenting, talking. Kappa, I've seen you post a couple times. Thank you. Jinx, of course, again. Just Error, my dude. This dude right here, Error. This dude right here. He is on it, man. When I'm alone, he's there. That dude. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you. Let's see here. Just saying, freaking. Let's see. Keep going down the list. TJ, Scythe. As you can see, we have a spree of comments from everyone. We got everyone. King of Games, my dude. I don't know where you came from. I don't know what you did. I don't know how you like summoned up like 10 people to subscribe to me to hit that 1K marker. But thank you again, and always thank you for being on those streams. I enjoy your streams too, my dude. But thank you for showing up on all of those and constantly viewing my content. I appreciate you. Let's see here. We got a couple random comments. King Hitman, dude, thank you again. Ivan, you've commented a couple times, I believe. Dragon Ball fans can't read. This dude's been here since the get-go. He's been here for a hot minute. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He just lurks. He lurks, and he's always there. Thank you. Appreciate you. OG Jaden, Ray Forrester, of course. Freaking table, dude. But yeah, I just have to thank everybody that comments and views my stuff regularly. I really do. I appreciate every single one of you. Kabuza, I know you be in those chats. And of course, Medieval. I haven't found a comment of yours, but Medieval, you know who you are. I appreciate you. Salvador, my dude. I always enjoy it when you're in the chats. Same thing with Scythe and Dark Link. Everybody. Dude, I appreciate you all. I really do. I appreciate everyone. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for the 1,000 subs. Here's hoping we can hit 2,000 subs as a new goal. 2K. 2K. Let's try 2K next. But anyways, guys, have a good day and a good night.